Welcome to It Starts With Courage podcast with Kat and Jen. What is it? It's everything. Everything you want in life starts with courage. It's a new week. Well, we're on Tuesday, but it's still kind of a new week, right? JB.
What's going on?
We're back.
We are.
You know, I've been doing, I posted us recently, earlier today, about how we're going to be recording our podcast today. And these past couple of weeks, I've had a theme going on my story. So I've been dibbling with daily vlogging. I know, social media. So here's what I've been doing. I've been talking about being intentional. I struggled getting into 2022. And, the month goes by, the week goes by, and sometimes you think, what have I done? How is the week already over? What have I done? Before you know it, we're already in April.
Tell me about it.
Isn't that crazy?
It's crazy.
And so I've been working on being intentional with every moment of my life. That sounds like a lot.
That sounds terrible.
Yes, but it's really not.
I know it's not.
It's not, because most of us, I know we have not even goals, but the week starts and you're like, yeah, I want to achieve this. I want to do that. Or even at the weekend, you're like, I want to do this and I want to do that. And for me, sometimes I find I haven't done any of what I said I was going to do. So I've decided to be more intentional. I had listened to something. I can't remember what it was that I listened to, but it just basically talked about being intentional. And in being intentional, every time when I'm going to work, I'll either work out in the morning or I've woken up with just enough time to get myself ready, make my oatmeal, and I always eat my oatmeal in the car, driving to work. And I find when I get to work, I'm slightly high stress because I've had to do all these things in a rush. I haven't enjoyed my drive to work. I don't know how many people enjoy driving to work, but I haven't enjoyed, there hasn't been a moment. It's just been go, 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 go. And when you get to work, it's go, 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 go. You come home and it's sometimes go, go, go for me because I have the workouts. So what I've committed to doing is 1, eating breakfast at home. Waking up just a little bit earlier in order to set my plan for the day and to eat more veggies. And it's been going so well that today I really want to talk about that and encourage us to just stop going through the day.
Well, I have a feeling this is going to be a really good episode, but I can tell you that I started that habit years ago of waking up with, actually, I was trying to be very intentional and do write down goals and the things you want to accomplish that day and everything.
Yeah.
And so I will admit I've fallen out of that habit of actually doing that. But the habit of getting up 30 to 45 minutes earlier
makes a
then you
world
have
of
to.
difference.
Oh my God. If there's any moms out there, you may not think you're a morning person, but that 30 to 45 minutes of just you time where you can just have a cup of coffee and you can do whatever you want. If you want to play on social media, if you want to play Candy Crush, if you want to watch TV or watch a YouTube video or whatever,
You
that
can.
30 to 45 minutes, I will never go back to setting my alarm to wake up and have to walk straight to Bailey's room, wake her up, get ready, get out of the door, go. It has changed my life. So what you're doing is huge, and you might fall out of the habit of writing down your goals, but I surely did not fall out of the habit of waking up a little bit earlier to have that little bit of time to yourself before the craziness of the day.
And what's, a lot of the people who I watch, listen, follow, successful people that's one of their habits, waking up early so that you have that time to really get ready for the day. And you know what's crazy? I remember when I was in high school, and I used to do this. I used to wake up so early. I remember one of my brothers complaining. I would wake up early, make my toast, make my tea, and I would sit, even though it was just to watch like morning TV or cartoons or catch up with homework. By the time it was time to go to school, I felt great. I didn't feel like, oh, I'm going to school. It was just like, oh, okay, I'm ready. I'm ready to go. So yes, that's what I want to talk about, being intentional, choosing to make decisions and take actions on what's important to you, of course. And I think just being intentional just means you're upfront about exactly what it is that you want. It not only increases your focus, but it's a mindset and a skill that sort of gives you purpose and drive. I know that's quite a lot. So there are 3 main things that I've been preaching. I can't say preaching, but 3 main points that I've been encouraging people to do. And the first one is being deliberate with your day. And you do this I've been doing this by setting a structure and a routine. So whether work is part of your daily routine, obviously that's part of your daily routine. But now as you said, wake up early, at least an hour early, so that I have time to decide what is it that I want to achieve today? What do I need to get done today? Thereby setting a structure to know exactly how my day is going to go. And I'm a lot more prepared with this. So I have a clear routine. I know I work out Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 5:30 p.m. Central, guys. That's live on Instagram. Feel free to join me.
Shameless plug.
Right. But if one of your goals is to stay fit or get fit, just start taking care of your health a bit more. You have to include that as part of your structure, as part of your day. It's not only going to affect the amount of movement that you get during the day, whether it's just taking a walk during a lunch break, but also you will be able to plan your foods, how you're going to eat, how does this fit? You understand the anatomy of your day,
And I think you're going to talk about this later, but also so, I've been working out with my trainer since
oh my gosh, yeah.
November. And so we work out Monday, Wednesday, Friday mornings. And as the real estate market is heated up, it does every fall.
Yeah.
I find myself inspections wanting to be at 9 a.m. or closings, emails about setting closings at 9, and I look at my calendar and
No.
but before I would have been this is more important than working out. I've got to do this, but I felt really good because today I had to schedule an inspection, and my inspector was I said, when's your next opening? He's 9 o'clock on Thursday. And he's like, oh, wait, you can't do 9 o'clock, and I thought that was awesome that he
you've taught other people to
remembered
respect.
that, he got the day wrong, but he remembered that about my calendar and knows okay, Jen's not going to want these Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 9 because she can't make it.
Yes.
So I just think it's hard being intentional with your day, but if you do take that time, it gives you a little bit of that boost you need to be able to say, no, this is more important than this emergency that's coming up at the moment. Yeah. I can still make this happen.
Yeah. And I think as you've just illustrated, it also just shows people how to respect your structure and your routine. They know if they're working with you, this is how they work with you.
Yeah.
That's great. So second is having a clear result that you want to achieve. A lot of the times we're this is what I want to, this is what I want to do. I want to, what can I say? I'm completely drawing a blank. But I just want to eat more veggies, or I want to, how do you measure that as a result? How do you know you've achieved that goal? So I think you need to have measurable results, whether it's for the day or for the week. If it's just getting physically active, let's say you could only run 1 minute. By the end of the week or the end of the month, how do you measure that result, your running result? So, and I think it's important sometimes for us to be able to see progress in order to feel that, we're actually achieving something, or you're progressing anyway. So having measurable results, I think, is a really important part of it.
One of our themes at Craft this year is the healthy agent, right?
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, that's nice.
Not just physical health, but mental health and overall health. And so we had a meeting, and Brandon, one of the things he does every morning is he writes down 10 things he wants to accomplish for that day.
Yeah.
And so, like, when you're talking about measurable results, if you're putting an hour in the morning and 15 minutes before you go to bed, and every morning you're writing your 10 things out you want to do, you can pull out your phone right before you go to bed and say, okay, out of these 10 things I wrote this morning, like, what did I get accomplished? But also, like, those things are on your mind throughout the day because you wrote them down.
Yeah.
They become a little more of a priority because you wrote them down in the morning.
What's that saying? Something like a goal written down.
Goal is just a dream unless it's written down,
and then it's a plan, or something along those lines. Guys, Google.
Yeah.
Something along those lines.
We didn't make it up.
And finally, being purposeful with your time. And by that, I mean setting boundaries around your time. We've gone through setting a structure, making a routine. So, I need to do this activity and that activity. You've set clear, measurable results that you can measure. Now you have to be purposeful with your time throughout the day. When are you going to do these activities? Have you set that boundary to know, okay, maybe at this time I'm going to take 30 minutes to read. Put your phone on do not disturb, so that your phone ringing or text message or a notification coming through isn't an excuse to take you away from your book or whatever task it is that you've said you're going to do. And that's something I've really enjoyed lately. So whenever I do my live workouts, I tend to put my phone on do not disturb, because my sisters are always calling me during my workouts. I put my phone on do not disturb, and every now and again I forget to take it off of do not disturb. And what I've realized is how much I am no longer distracted by my phone during that time, because there are 0 notifications coming in. So I'm able to take time to, one, calm down after the workout, clean up, sit and eat, or just enjoy being at home, catching up with being at home, as opposed to being constantly in my phone or being distracted by somebody who's calling because they have free time, or, does that make sense?
Yeah, totally makes sense. I think everything that you're saying is right on. Mm-hmm. I think that some people, including myself, I do have a friend who's a real estate agent who I got to know a few years ago, mm-hmm. and he has become a dear friend of mine. And I just remember his day and his he was so rigorous and structured. I knew I couldn't, when he was this time to this time was coaching, mm-hmm. this time to this time was scripts, this time to this time was lead generation, this time his phone notification is going to go off. Have a healthy lunch, mm-hmm. heart health, eat, drink your water, notifications coming to him. And I was like, oh my God, I can never do that. Yeah. I don't want that much structure, but I'm telling you guys, if you're successful, mm-hmm. if you're already crushing it, you're a successful person, and you're trying to figure out how to get to the next level. How to level up, this is how you level up. Having a structured day, having the accountability to yourself, and being very intentional with your day and your time, you will see huge results by doing that.
And I mean, just thinking about that when you said there's a notification at every time. And I think a good example for me is the other day I stopped by the OR scheduling, so the operating room scheduling place. And everything was color-coded, highlighted. It's minute to relieve so-and-so for a break and do this. Like when you look at it, it looks manic. It looks insane. But it's structure. It's setting boundaries around the time. This can't happen because there's either no people for this. But I mean, when I think about that, it's a bit like, notifications going off all the time. But imagine how many things you really could achieve, because so many times things slip my mind. But if you have it written down and you've got set boundaries, your alarm clock is going off for this, that, and the other, you would be a lot more fruitful and productive with your day, your week, your month, and eventually your year.
Yeah.
Crazy. So yes, guys, remember, be deliberate with your day, setting a structure, make a routine for yourself, have clear, measurable results that you can say, I have achieved this. I've done what I said I was going to do. And be purposeful with your time. Set boundaries around it. And be intentional with your day, your week, your month, and again, your year.
And crush it.
Yes.
Peace. Thanks for listening to this episode of It Starts With Courage podcast with Kat and Jen. If you like this episode of the podcast, visit our website, iswcpodcast.com, for show notes and other cool things.